Hi, Pietro here. Today we will talk about adlabs. Adlabs is a Amazon FBA PPC management software uh, that helps Amazon FBA sellers to optimize PPC campaigns uh, with the minimum effort, especially if they have a lot of campaigns going on. So in 2025, Amazon PPC is getting very competitive. To beat the competition, you need to be more sophisticated, segment more the targeting, the keywords, the search terms. You need to create campaigns in different ways to use all the available on SBA PPC campaigns types of advertisement. And to do that, you need to create sometimes 20, 50, hundreds of campaigns. Uh, is already hard to set up all the campaign structure uh, correctly, but after you create everything correctly, it's a mess to manage everything by yourself. So there is some solution. There is um, doing it manually. That in 2025, I think is not the right way to do because it's too much time consuming. Um, there is the automatic way, so use automated softwares. But the problem is sometimes these automated softwares are either too expensive or is they are not optimizing in the optimal way. Sometimes you don't have too much control and you can make big mistakes. There is the possibility to hire an agency, but sometimes it's very expensive, especially if you are a small to medium seller and you are not sure about the advertisement company. Then the last way possible is to you as a owner or director of Amazon operations to manage the campaigns in the most efficient way with this kind of software that gives you a lot of control. So in this tutorial, we will show you all the software of AdLabs to so that you can decide if the software right for you. We know for what specific kind of people this is the right software. So if you want help, you have our email in the description. You can email there to ask any question. So this is the first screenshot. When you go to AdLabs, you can see is a software verified by Amazon, and you simply sign up. You can sign up for free because they have a free plan. You can check. I suggest to do that. After you sign up, there is okay. They ask more informations. When you create a new account, you fill all the information for the free account, and I suggest you to put the coupon success because you get a discount. Yeah, it's 25% off for 3 months, as you can see here. After creating the account with the coupon, you need to do these 4 steps to set up your account. You need to connect the account to the software. You need to connect uh, uh, create a profile, and then you need to connect the PPC account and each Amazon Marketplace account. In this way, you can have data from each marketplace, especially if you are from Europe. You will need to select each one of the marketplaces so that everything is connected. And then you need to set up the time of the synchronization. So when is the software pulling the data from Amazon? I suggest to do early morning in a time that when you usually sleep. In this way, the software is gonna work and you don't realize it. Okay, on the left here, we will talk about the um, the parts of this software. So the software is very useful, the software for optimization, but there are a lot of additional features that you can use it. Some are good, some are not necessary, but I mean, you can use everything you want from the software. On the left, you can see there is the getting started session. That is the one where you set up the account with some tutorials from adlabs itself. Then there is the insights section. There is the optimize section. This is the most important section. There is the search term and targeting. That is useful section if you want to optimize and create search terms and targeting. And then there is the section about analyzing the data. Okay, now we go deeper in each one of the section. You can see on the left, there is the insight section where you have a product overview, metrics overview. So you can see the insights from the point of view of the full account, the full marketplace, each product in each marketplace. So these are the three levels. And then you can also go deeper and see the campaigns performance. So you have 4 layers of data. This is good because if you manage a lot of accounts or if you manage a lot of marketplaces, you can start from the marketplace overview and then go to the profile, the product overview. And then you can go deeper and deeper and deeper when you see any problem. Okay, so this is the starting point. Then the optimize section, that is the most important. You have a campaign optimizer section, so you can see all the campaigns there. There is optimization groups. Optimization groups is the second section, is the one that you need to set up for each specific optimization group. Usually the optimization group are of a specific product or a specific group of product or a specific strategy of advertisement campaign. You set up these groups so that when you go afterward to optimizing the campaign optimizer section, you have these groups already set up, these assets. It's good if you want to streamline the process. So I suggest to set up them. Then there is the time machine where you can revert the changes. So any change you do with the software, you can go to the time machine section and revert it. It's great because in this way you can monitor the changes and then quickly solve if there is any mistake. Then there is the day parting section. The day parting section, we will see later what is specifically how to do it. Maybe we will do more videos about that. What I can say is this software makes the day parting setup 100% more precise and 100 time fast to set up. Because if you set up day parting for hundreds of campaigns for each product, it will take you days to set up. And probably you cannot set up hour by hour so easily. So I would say that if you don't use the software for setup, the parting in the minimum hour time frames is impossible. So that's a good session. Then there is the search term and targeting section where you can extract search term for negative keyword targeting or to create more campaigns if there is any search term not in the campaigns already. You can see where is the search term in the campaign. So it's great software because it shows you exactly a lot of information that is very hard to get without. There is a SQP report. We will quickly talk about it later. There is the targeting section about all the targeting in your campaigns. There is the negative targeting to see all the negative targets used. The keyword harvesting map is another tool that we can discuss. These are more advanced features. I would say here is important search term targeting, maybe negative targeting. And then the analyze section is another section to analyze. You can analyze advertised products, placement, tags, and you have the change log to see all the changes that happen in your account. So we had a quick overview about what's going on. Now we are in the profile overview. So you can see in the left, we are in insights. profile overview, not product overview. You can see, for example, in this account, we have different marketplaces for the same account. Each marketplace is a different line. So, for example, in this account, it was, I think, the main marketplace. And then there is the secondary marketplace, there's marketplace. In this way, you can see quickly the most important metrics, actually, that is margins, tacos, and ACOs usually. So you can see, for example, where is there is no margin, but you can see tacos 15%, 4%, 2%, and you can see tacos 30%, 7%, 5%. I think maybe you can add the year from columns. You can add the column of margin. I'm not sure. I think yes, but I'm not sure. Maybe no margin. But the point is, you know already pretty much the margin of your product. You The most relevant information is the tacos. In this screen, you can see pretty much everything. And also you can select what kind of data you want to see. Um, okay, that's another important section. So when we go instead at the product level, so each product now has a specific ASIN associated, we can see specific information regarding each product. So for example, for this product, we have 12% tacos, 37% tacos. And those are good metrics because usually good products have a 25% margin, so or maybe 30% margin. So you have good tacos, you are ranked well. So you see a lot of information that are very good. And also you can select what information you want to see. And as you can see, it's very easy to understand. Okay, this is the bid optimizer optimization. So we are in optimization section in the campaign section. So here we have all the campaigns connected to your account. You can see first the good graphical representation that we have. So you can select multiple factors, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the software is doing a great job to show the data in the best simple way possible. As you can see, I like this feature because in this way you can see 3, 4 datas very easily. And then you have the campaigns here. What happens? You can filter by some characteristic that you want. So, for example, active campaigns, filter by ASIN, filter by words in the campaign name. So it's great to set up. You can have multiple filters. You can select the time range here. What happens now is that when you select all the campaigns, you will open the optimization preview or the optimization feature. Um, okay, before clicking optimization, there is the setup optimization group. So you need to set up the groups. So each group, you associate campaigns to each group, and you set up some specific standard optimization targets that you have. So, for example, if you have a target echoes, you set up the target echoes to a specific group. So, for example, here we set up groups associated to a product. You set up the bid ceilings, you set up the bid floor, so the limits of the bids, maximum and minimum that we want. You can see the number of campaigns, and here you can see each optimization group data. So you can use this optimization group to make the optimization easier because you have standard optimization metrics, but also you can use it to optimize with different metrics. So you can aggregate all a specific type of campaigns so that you can see aggregated data for ACOS, spent, tacos, etc., etc., etc. And you can do bulk changes also in this section. So it's good section. Once you set up the optimization group, you can set up the time frame. This is another good feature about this software. A lot of advertisement PPC advertisement software for Amazon optimize by limited time frame. So they optimize by 30 days, 60 days. Usually not 60 days. The optimism mostly, but 30 days. So I know a lot of softwares that probably you know too that optimize by 30 days. That is good for some specific product if you have a lot of data, but it's bad for long tail keywords that have less clicks, so you can optimize by with you need more data to optimize them. Also, if you sell in Europe, for example, you have a lot of smaller marketplaces. You don't have enough data to optimize by 30 days. And that's the biggest problem for European sellers that want to optimize by automated software, in my opinion. Also, yeah, so with the software, you can select specific time frames. So you can select by year to date, all time. So you can optimize with the most data possible so that it's the most relevant statistically. I think that's one of the best thing about this software. Um, Year to date, for example, is a good time frame that we use often for optimization. Of course, you can. There are some situations where optimize by 7, 14, 30 days, but year to date is very undervalued way to optimize. So you select all the campaigns. This is what's showing off. So what campaigns you selected. If you click bid optimizer, so you can do a lot of things here. You can do bulk actions, bulk up targeting, day parting, optimization group tags. So you have shortcuts to each of these optimization systems. But if you take the bid optimization section, if you click this button, you will have this section. This, in my opinion, is the most important section of this software. So you set up the optimization setting so that the software can give you suggestion and you can simply say yes or no to the suggestions. So it's semi-automated. So this is automated, but then you will be the one deciding if to implement the changes or not. So you set up the target ACOS and the type of ACOS optimization. There is balanced or there is more aggressive optimization. Balance means that it will optimize lower. Aggressive, it will be drastically optimizing the campaigns. You can select the time range. You can use the optimization group settings. If you set up, I suggest that. If you didn't set up, you deselect this and you set up your own HACOS, it's fine. Then there is a different type of optimization target. There is high HACOS. So, yeah, if you want to decrease the HACOS, there is high spend, no sales. If you're spending but not converting. Low HACOS, so if you have low HACOS, you want to increase it. And low visibility. And you can also include the zero impression keywords. I suggest you do all this type of optimization. The software will then categorize by this type of optimization. So you can select everything, especially this one is very good because it will find so many optimization targets. Why? Because it's so hard to do it manually. There is so many targets if you build a lot of campaigns. So with this software, you will be able to find the campaigns that are not getting impression or views. Yeah. Then there is the section about bid changes limit. So you can set up a bid floor or bid ceiling. Bid ceiling can be dynamic, or there is also a way to limit the bid ceiling to make sure that you don't go crazy high with bids. There is a target cost per click. I mean, there are some features that you can check, you can select, and then there is maximum increase, minimum percentage of increase or decrease of the bidding. Then there is the optimization placement. Another important section, you can optimize by placement. Okay, there is not yet optimization by business placement. It's something that I would expect this software to realize in the future. Because why? Because it's simply is worth a lot of money. That optimization, we know that we in our consultation we do that. By the way, yes, if you want a free analysis of your PPC or how to implement this software in your strategy or how to create a proper structure of Amazon PPC, write to our email. You find our email on our channel. Why? Because this software is great to optimize, but you need to set up the campaigns in the first place in the right way. And it's not so easy to do it. So if you want, there is a free consultation. Feel free to request your free consultation below in our email. Okay, so yeah, after you click OK, it will pull up all these suggestions. So for example, you have 2000 suggestions, it's a lot. You can see the target that you set up, the type of setup optimization, balanced or aggressive, the current value, the new value, and the delta. So you can see how much this suggestion will change. You can see the change reason. So it will categorize by the type of reason to optimize. So low ACOS, high spend, no conversion, low impression, low visibility, zero impression. So you can filter by these things. What you do, you adjust filters, you select filters, and you start to create groups optimization. So you filter by, for example, how many orders they got, so how much relatable, how much realistic is the statistic optimization. You by order, by clicks, by impression, by category, by name. So, for example, if you want to filter the videos campaigns, you can optimize them. Okay, or you can simply filter by the video name word. If you put it in the campaign name, we suggest to do that. And yeah, you will filter all that. You can decide if focus on them or avoid them. After you set up all the settings, there is a lot of settings. You can add a lot of filters. You can add new filters. So it's very, very detailed. I love this software for this reason. Okay, you decide what to implement. When you implement, you go to the time machine section. So in the time machine section, you can decide if keep the changes or revert them. What's the useful feature about time machine? When you make a lot of changes with campaigns, it's harder to monitor what you changed, let alone go back to changes. So, for example, if you go out of stock, or you have a problem with a product, or there is a problem with the pricing, whatever, you can quickly change for the emergency the campaigns. So you can reduce the ACOS by half, let's say, and then you can revert it when the problem is solved. This is something is very useful, especially if you do like seasonal product, you run out of stock, you need to cut the advertisement, for example, or maybe you don't want. It depends on the strategy, and you can quickly revert. It's something that, in my opinion, is worth a lot of money. That's another point about this software. So many features for a little cost because you pay 1% of the ad spent and fix $40, plus you have the discount with the coupon of 25%. I think is so worth it. Like if you have a store selling half a million, you can spend maybe, I don't know, maybe you spend $2,000 for this software, and you have all these optimization for campaigns. If you have a big catalog, it's a must have. I really suggest to have this software. Day parting, okay, day parting, we know that we try to optimize for day parting for a click, revenue per click. Each different time in the day has a different revenue per click average. We want to spend the most when the revenue per click is high. We want to spend the less when the revenue per click is low. Also different type of conversion. So if the conversion is higher, we can spend more with advertisement. We can have higher spend. The cost will be still good. So we see, for example, that on weekends, a lot of products perform get less revenue per click. So we try to decrease there. We also see that from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. usually there is the best revenue. Around I think 2 p.m. there is a good revenue spike. Sometime, not always. It depends of the product. So we try to optimize that. With this section, you can optimize quickly departing. There is another system to exactly understand what the optimization is. We will make maybe another video related to that. It's fine, but this session is so good because quickly you can optimize for hundreds of campaigns is something that manually would require days, days. Especially if you want to optimize by hour, by day. It's uh, it's it's incredibly tedious. You need to optimize campaign by campaign. You need to set up so many things. Here is so simple. Okay, this is the search term section. So we are in the search term area, in the search term section. As you can see here, there are the search terms. The great thing about this software is you can see the search terms, you can filter them, you can see where they are working. This is amazing. So search term, we try to have search term everywhere, especially the search terms that are very profitable, right? So for example, you can have broad targeting, exact targeting, phrase targeting, in the product targeting. With this software, you can see where they are targeting, the match type, for example, in what campaigns. If they're missing, if they're not actively targeted, especially in exact or phrase targeted, you can really harvest them and use them how you want. And also, you can harvest negative keywords. So if you see that a term is not converting at all, so you can filter by not converting targets, you can pull them out and put as negative. And then here you have also all a maximum, like a master list of the targets. So then you can optimize the targets one by one if you want. I think this software is great. Okay, negative targeting. So here you can pull add the negative targeting to all the campaigns. You can see the performance of the negative targeting, the group of the campaign name, etc., etc., etc. Is an important section. So for example, because we use a lot of negative targets, you need to use a lot of them if you do things correctly. For example, we use in this account 187,000 negative targets. You can see here. So the amount of negative targets is enormous. This software is really simplifying, showing everything in the same place. So that you don't need to go to any campaign to check in the back end the negative keywords that you set up. I think this is so useful. Campaign mapping, okay, so that's another thing. We don't have time to talk about that, but we can talk about that in the future. Also, changelog, you can see the changes. Yeah, you can preview and download. So that's great. You can, for example, if you have someone managing your advertisement, you can monitor every change. Everything is tracked. Profiles, you have all the profiles. So for example, here we connected a lot of marketplaces. So you have all the information, all the currencies. Okay. You pay by account, so team. So for example, this team as a pro plan. You can connect multiple teams, so you can connect different accounts from different clients with different members, and you can add the members to manage the account. This is good if you have a lot of accounts or if you want to, if you're an agency or freelancer. And this is the prices. So 1% of ad spent plus 30%, $30 per month per team. It's very low price. So if you have a 500,000 account, you will spend $200 per month. If you have a small account, especially if you have a small account, it's more convenient. So if you have a 200,000 account that is very small, it's not worth it to spend with more expensive advertisement software that are fully automated. The prices are very high, or there are low cost softwares, but they don't have all these features. They don't optimize for all these features. They don't optimize by brand campaigns, display brands like this, because this software is optimizing pretty much everything. I don't see business optimization, business placement optimization yet, but I think they will add it because it's made from Amazon PPC specialists. So yeah, you can optimize all of these for a very low cost, especially with our coupon, and also when the beta offer is still valid. So then there is the free plan. So I want to conclude this video. Okay, so the starting point is set up correctly the campaigns. This software is not doing that, but I don't think a software should do that, especially if it's not done properly. So I would prefer that you do it manually, the setup, and then you optimize with the software. So I'm very, I very suggest this software for everyone that has campaigns going on. You set up the campaigns using the strategy that, for example, we teach. If you want to know if your strategies for campaigns are optimized, you're using all the campaigns available, brands, sponsor display, sponsor products, async targeting, keyword targeting, negative keywords, retargeting campaigns. If you're using everything correctly, after you make sure that everything is okay, you can ask us a free consultation for that. We fix that for you. We do that for you. After that, you use this software for very cheap to manage all the machine. If you want to know how to use this software afterward, we can also help you with that. Or you can watch this tutorial again. And that's all. Right now, I will advertise a bit of my company. We do coaching and some management services for Amazon sellers like you. Um, we are offering right now a free analysis of the full strategy that you need to implement to grow from 10K to 1 million your software. Sorry, your company. If you want to know more about that, there is a playlist video exactly about that topic, how to grow from 10K to 1 million. You can also write to us and get a free consultation where we help you to do three things based on what you need: how to scale your business from to 1 million, how to implement the best PPC strategies, and you get also a full marketing audit if necessary. So write to us in the mail. There is a free, friendly conversation that we will have with you to find the best plan. We have an exact step-by-step process. We will do in that call to 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 get you the most results in the minimum time. Sometime in 10 minutes, we can really help a business owner to get a turn point in their business success uh, life. Okay, and that's also yes. If you want to buy the software, there is the coupon as HCU success coupon. It gives you 25% off for 3 months, and I really suggest to use this software. Subscribe to this channel to see more videos regarding these uh, Amazon FBA strategies for Europeans, for Italians. We also have some video in Italian for European sellers, also USA sellers. We can help you to scale in Europe. We can pretty much do everything. We have experience since 2017 with Amazon, and we managed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other campaigns. And we help clients, for example, go from 2% to 13% profitability in 3 months. Company profitability, so net cash money. Yeah, so yeah, feel free to write us any question below in the comments or by email. Thanks again, and subscribe for more videos. Have a great day.